Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy from Van Ahn Company. It's Friday, May 26th. I'm going to go over the markets with you here for the day and for the week. So let's start with actually the cattle market to start off the bat. It had cattle at feed at 11 o'clock today. It's a rarity that you see that cattle on feed report come out during trading hours. Usually it's at 2 o'clock after, but it came out early just due to the holiday weekend, and it was slightly bearish. So this market was leaning a little bit bearish into it, but a little bit worse than expected. Cattle on feed at 102% versus 101, and placements at 111 versus 107. So that's probably the biggest one. And with that, you really saw these cattle markets start to drop off just a little bit. So on the week, actually not so bad. Actually feeder cattle up 360 on the week, but today they closed almost limit lower, so anywhere from 4 to 4 1/4 lower on the day. Live cattle down anywhere from $1.50 to 282.5, and they actually closed 75 cents lower on the week. And then the lean hogs market able to separate itself up 87.5 cents on the week, or on the day, up just over $2 on the week. So some support coming into the feeders and the lean hogs, but overall this cattle on feed sets a little bit of a bearish tone. Didn't see any major cash trade here this week. You had some bids of 208, dressed 130 live. That's a slight reduction from last week, but no real significant trade. Over into the grain markets, once again, just didn't really get anywhere except for the beans a little bit lower on the day. So you found some support into the wheat market and into the corn market off the weather forecast, just thinking you're maybe not going to get all those corn acres planted. Seemed like you're finally able to separate itself from the soybean market. And then wheat continues to find some bids on premium protein wheat. So overall, corn market up 5 cents on the day. That puts it up just about a penny on the week. And then those wheat markets, like I said, up stronger, anywhere from 6 to 8 cents higher across the board for those wheat markets. But the biggest trend here this week was that premium protein desire. So you saw Minneapolis be able to gain on the rest of them. So Minneapolis wheat up over 13 cents on the week, where you had Kansas City steady and Chicago wheat only up 3 cents. So there was definitely that separation coming on. Over into the soybean market, that's where you saw the most pressure, thinking that maybe if you're not going to get the corn in, you might be able to get those beans in. It looks like maybe you're going to open up a little bit of window of planting opportunity for that eastern corn belt. And with that, you saw beans actually tank, and also a Chinese cancellation, kind of that perfect storm. So beans down 12 to 13 cents on the day, and overall in the week down 27 cents. So some new lows that we have not seen in a while into these bean markets. Really paying attention to what we have going on. Outside markets were very quiet when it comes to crude market and the US dollar on the week. Dow market has some good support, anywhere from 200 to 300 points higher on the week as a total. What this market's going to be really watching over the weekend is this weather forecast. So it looks like 1 to 2 inches of rain should come and hit majority of the wettest areas of the eastern corn belt, and really they're going to see watching those rainfall totals, and then also your updated Monday night weather forecast. It's a 3-day weekend. Traders get a little bit antsy coming after that, and so you're sure to see some movement here come Tuesday morning. I do have to close with the disclaimer: trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and may not be suitable for all producers. Have a great weekend and a great Memorial Day.